has been a little while since my last upload, and I do apologize about that. I've been meaning to post more, but I've been a bit busy, and I don't quite have the same motivation that I had a few months back. So I'm trying to recapture that motivation. And hopefully I can find it soon and get back to posting at a normal schedule. Because, a couple months ago, I was posting a video a week. Now I'm kind of struggling to get one video out every 2 weeks. So that's something I need to be better about, is managing my time. But part of that is because I have been a good bit busy, and one of the reasons I've been so busy, I don't know, it's kind of weird to be busier because of this, but with the clock change giving us more daylight, I have been just way busier. I've been going outside way more. I've come to realize that I really don't like January and February. I always forgot about this. I think at the start of winter, I love the start of winter when it's December, and I'm always thinking oh my god, the snow is so beautiful. Everything is so nice outside. I just think about how beautiful the snow is. I think about putting on Christmas music, because I do quite like Christmas music. I love Charlie Brown Christmas. I love putting Charlie Brown Christmas on the record player and just sitting down and listening to it, because it's such a beautiful, beautiful jazz album. Oh my god, it's so nice. But that's beside the point. I love the start of December, and all the way up till Christmas, because you're looking forward to the holidays, spending time with family, giving gifts, opening gifts. It's kind of a magical time. But once that's over, I really realize I hate winter. It's cold. The days are much shorter, and for context, I live in Massachusetts. So we do get a good amount of snow or rain, and it is quite cold. And I don't exactly do any winter sports, so I don't get really any benefit out of the snow. It looks beautiful. It looks truly beautiful. But all I really do with it is shovel it, and shoveling snow is not particularly the most fun thing to do. Not the most fun thing to do. Not the most fun thing to do. And so, during January and February, I really hate the snow. It kind of becomes my enemy. As beautiful as it looks stunning. It's beautiful. It's when freshly fallen snow. Awesome. I love it. I love it so much. Freshly fallen snow is literally the best thing. But having to shovel it is just... we had one good storm this year, one really good storm, and it brought down a bunch of really wet, heavy snow. Really wet, heavy snow. Wet, heavy snow. Very heavy, very wet. And man, I thought I liked shoveling snow, to be honest. When it's all soft and fluffy, it's perfect. It's super easy to shovel. But shoveling wet and heavy snow is absolutely miserable. And I quickly realized that as about 5 minutes in, I'm oh my god, my back already hurts just from shoveling snow for 5 minutes. Why is my back already hurting from this? And we have a good amount of driveway. And so it was a lot to shovel. The first day I was not able to shovel my car out. Luckily I was able to work from home. But ideally I would have liked to shovel my car out. Anyway, I'm getting totally sidetracked because originally I was talking about why I don't like January. I guess it's still part of the same idea. But yeah, January and February with the snow and the cold and the short days, and I feel very much so trapped inside, and there's not really much of a, I mean I could totally go outside, but there's not really much to do, and it's pretty miserable. And so I spent most of my time inside during those winter months. But then come March and come the time change, I've been getting outside way more, and I feel like such a happier person for it. I usually go on at least one walk a day. I like to, take like a 40-minute to hour-long walk. I'll usually put on an album and just, it's really serene. I like just like walking to places like I haven't been before. And we have these nice hiking trails right nearby. I usually like to go through those, although at this point now I've walked every trail in that nature preserve. And so I am trying to find new areas to walk. And so I've just been, going to around wherever I can find, and just exploring around, seeing new areas. And it's really cool. And just pop on an album and walk, listen to music. It's very, very nice. Kind of gives me time to think about things too, which is also always very nice. I feel like the only other area I truly have time to be like alone thinking with my thoughts is in the shower. I love taking a nice shower and I feel way more focused for some reason. I feel like I have my best ideas in the shower. I don't know. Like, I remember back during school, in college, I would take a shower. Like, I would have been like writing an essay, and then I'll be like, God, I need a break from this. I needed a break, and so I would go, take a shower at the end of the day. And in the shower, I would be thinking about the essay, and I'd start coming up with, content for the essay, things that I could say, like actually good wording for what I wanted to put down onto paper. And I would then get out of the shower after and completely forget all the wording. I would then sit back down to write the essay and completely forget all the things that I had thought about. And that, unfortunately, always would frustrate me, because I was like, oh my God, I had such good ideas in the shower. How is this not translating now onto paper? How am I forgetting? I just had these ideas like 20 minutes ago, and now I can't even remember what they were, and I just remember them being good. I remember them being really, really, really good. And so, I don't know why the shower is such a nice area for me to focus and think my best thoughts, I guess. Like, I wish I could, like, record my thoughts in the shower, or be able to just, like, do a, what's the word? Is it flow of consciousness? I don't quite know. I don't remember what the exact term is, but like basically just like whatever comes to my mind, I say it and then like it's recorded. I guess I could technically do that. Like I could do like a voice memo in the shower, but that would be really weird. Yeah, I wish that I could record my thoughts that I have in the shower. But anywho, this is all to say, I think going on a walk is a great area to focus. 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 It is a great area to kind of be alone with your thoughts. Just walk along. It's very nice, and so it's good exercise too. And so I've been going on a lot of walks. And the other thing I've been doing a lot of is going out and playing my favorite sport of all time, which is disc golf. Disc golf. Disc golf. Disc golf. Disc golf. Disc golf. Many people might know it as frisbee golf or frolf. I've always known it as disc golf, and I think that it is one of the best sports ever. I don't know if I've ever rambled about it before, but I think one of the reasons I think it's so good is the value behind it. Like, if you think about going for a round of regular golf, that's gonna run you, a round of regular golf can be like almost $50 sometimes. And then you also need clubs, you need a bag, and then at that way you also want to buy a cart too. And so you gotta rent a cart. It's become so expensive. And to have all the equipment and everything, it's just very, very expensive. And so the beauty of disc golf is that all you need is a single disc, and the cheapest you could get is probably like $7, and then you're good. Oftentimes courses are located in public parks that are completely free to play. The two places closest to me are both totally free to play, and so I just go out after work and hop on the first hole and play as many holes as I can. And I think there was one day where I think in an hour and a half I ended up playing 28 holes, and I was having a great time. I've been trying to get better at certain aspects of my game. I feel like my drives are very good. My brother for Christmas got me a new disc. It's called the Flash. The Flash. The Flash. The Flash. The Flash. I used to have a Flash, and it was my favorite disc in the bag. But I think a year or two ago, I threw it and I could not find it, unfortunately. But my brother knew that I had lost it, and he went and bought me a new one. Unfortunately, they are out of production. They don't make Flashes anymore. So he had to buy it on eBay from a third-party seller or something. But I've been throwing that as of recent, and it is amazing. It flies so well. It's exactly what I want in a disc. It's just, oh my god, it's wonderful. And discs are kind of different from frisbees. Each disc has different, there's drivers and mid-ranges and putters, almost like how regular golf works. They got different rim shapes and stuff. And so drivers have more they're really thin, while putters have a much thicker rim. And obviously putters do not go as far as a driver does. But yeah, no, the Flash is a driver, and I've been in love with it. I've been throwing some of my best shots I ever have. Unfortunately, my putting and approaches are terrible. They are terrible, 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 terrible. And I wish I trying to get better. Each time I go out, I've been trying to focus on it more. Currently, I've not seen much improvement. Not much improvement. But I think that I can get better with the more I play. I think I will start to see some improvement as I, kind of warm up, get more used to the holes. I think I'll be able. I'm really trying to shoot for playing on par. I guess it would be scratch disc golf at the course. I really want to get even par, but currently, the last time I went out, I shot 5 over, and I felt like it should have been 3 over, but 2 of my putts went right into the basket and then popped out. I felt that was very unfair. That was awful. But anyway, that is the other thing I've been doing a lot of. It's just been very nice to be able to get outside with the daylight change and just having way more hours, and it's starting to get warmer and nicer. Oh my god, it's so nice to be able to get back outside again. I really am realizing I don't like the winter much at all. The snow is beautiful, but the winter is just not for me. It's not for me. But besides that, I also just got back from a trip to Florida, and that was such a fun time. Although I don't think I would ever want to live in Florida. It's too chaotic for me. It is not the type of... I think I live a much more, I guess, slower life, maybe would be the word. I'm much more, I don't want to say calm, but I don't like chaos. I like to take things slowly. I don't like how it feels like there's something happening everywhere. I get overwhelmed being in Florida. It seems like there's so much going on, and I want to be a part of it, but it's just too overwhelming for me. So I think it's like a nice area to visit and stay for a bit, but just not an area I'd want to live year round. But staying there was amazing. I did so much stuff. I went to a mini golf course that sold drinks on the course. It was very, very, very funny. Very funny. You could order drinks to your hole, and so there was literally a bar in the middle of the mini golf course, and you could order drinks on an app, and the bartender would just walk out over to your hole carrying beers to your hole, and it was just really funny. I lost both rounds I played of mini golf, but I'm okay with that because I still had such a good time. I'm okay with losing multiple times. It was also a really, really well-kept course, too. Although, I will say, the one issue I had with it was that there was no goofy obstacles. Every hole, it was just regular, the regular green, and then bunkers. But there was no windmill or a loop-de-loop or something crazy. I don't know, the classic mini golf course type things. There was none of that, unfortunately. So it did lack that there, but it was a really, really nice mini golf course, and I had a great, great, great time. I also went to a nature preserve there, and there were a ton of cool birds. And I also saw an iguana, and I think iguanas are so adorable. And I really wish I could have given it a big old hug or something. But unfortunately, they are speedy little creatures, and also there was a fence that I could not cross, that's beside the point. We also saw a family of ducks, which was, I don't know why, I feel like, it's like normal to see like, I mean maybe it isn't, but to see like a family of ducks, but like there was some mom and dad duck and they were herding all the little kids, and all the little kids were eating like all the plants and stuff around. It was really, really it was quite cool. It was a really cool experience. I think I watched that for like 10 minutes, just watching the ducks swim around in the water, eating. It was really, really cute. Anyway, that was another favorite moment during the trip. I also came to realize I did actually play some golf, and I realized I am awful at golf. Golf is not a sport that I enjoy at all. I think it's one of the hardest sports. I don't know. There's just like so many different factors you have to focus on. Like you have to keep your head down and keep your eyes on the ball. And I will be standing there telling myself, keep my eyes on the ball. And every time something will go wrong. Like my head will pop up even though I tell myself not to. Or I'll be aiming terribly. Or I'll hit it too far under the ball or something. I think I only had like one good shot. Which I feel like I should have had many. I wish I had many more good shots. But yeah, I only had one. It was, and it didn't even lead to it was on a par 3. It didn't even lead to a birdie. I got a par, which a par is great. A par is really good. But for the most part, I was double bogeying and triple bogeying every hole. It was quite bad. I'm not good at the sport, and I don't think I'm ever going to pursue it. I don't think I will ever pursue it. But that is okay. I know it's not for me. I think it's okay to realize something's not for you, and you move on from it, and, that's perfectly fine. I guess I'm happy knowing that I don't really want to go out and golf much. Disc golf is more where it's at. But yeah, no, in Florida, I had a lot of good food and good drinks. I realized that I absolutely love truffle fries. Truffle fries are absolutely amazing. If you've never had truffle fries, it's basically regular French fries, but with truffle oil and Parmesan and parsley, I believe. And man, it elevates fries to a whole new level. It's crazy how good fries become with those few ingredients added on top. They are so good. That was like one of my favorite things that I got. Also, one of my favorite foods to get at a restaurant is any type of pasta with a vodka sauce. I really like cream sauces and like a vodka cream sauce. And at one place I got there was like a spicy vodka sauce pasta. Oh my god, it was so good. And it was actually spicy, which made it so much better. Usually places are like, oh, it's a spicy vodka sauce, and it's not spicy. They're lying to me. They're telling me lies. And so I was very happy to see that it was actually a spicy vodka sauce. It was very, 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 very delicious. Very delicious. Very, 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 very delicious. I loved it. Yeah, and then for drinks, I tend to be a beer person. I really quite like beer. I know it's not for everyone, but I think it's quite good. And I think there are tons of different types of beer. I think oftentimes when people think of beer, they think of like lagers, like the American lagers, like Bud Light and Budweiser and stuff like that, which are pretty bad. occasionally, actually, no. You know what's good is a good Corona with a lime. That's a good summertime beer. But, I think there are a lot of different types of beer. And I think if people tried some other of the different types of beer, they would find some that they like. I'd be surprised if people don't like sours. That would be very surprising to me, because some of those sours just taste like fruit punch sometimes. They're so good. But anyway, I usually get beer, but occasionally I'll get a mixed drink. I don't tend to usually be a mixed drink type person, but I figured since I was on vacation, I would try some stuff out. And oh my god, I found out that I absolutely love Moscow mules. They are so, so, so yummy. I could not get enough of them. I think I ordered like 4 or 5 of them on vacation. Oh my god. And we went to multiple different places, so I got to try how different places prepared it. And they were all so good, although I think the best drink was this, oh my god, I think it was a mango margarita. Yeah, it was a spicy mango margarita. Oh my god. And it was actually spicy too, which I love when something is, as advertised. I hate when something says like, oh, it's spicy, and then it's not. They lied to me. Why would they lie to me like that? That's so rude. That's so rude. But yeah, tried a lot of drinks, a lot of different food. Went to the beach, although unfortunately the water was quite cold. Oh, and there was one night where, after having a good amount of drinks, we were walking down the street and we saw an art gallery. And so we decided, let's check it out. Let's walk in and check it out. And so we did. We walked inside, and art is expensive. Although there was some cool sculptures and stuff. Like, I don't understand how some artists do it. Like, there were these massive metal, like these modern art pieces, but they're these massive metal, like, things. Like, how do these artists sculpt these? Like, are they metal workers? I don't understand. And they look so nice, although I think the one I was looking at was like $100,000, which I was like, oh, no way. Maybe I can afford that in like 20 years. But yeah, no, it was just like, it was, a lot of the art was very cool, but I mean, it's just so expensive. But it was just very funny walking around being a little tipsy and just seeing all the different art pieces, trying our best to keep our etiquette and composure as we explored the art museum, or the art, the art displays, I guess. But overall, it was a very, very, very cool visit. I was there for 3 days. Yeah, no, I was there Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then I left on Tuesday. So technically like 3 days. It was awesome. But that's one of the reasons I haven't been around so much posting videos. Which, to address that, I do apologize that I have not been the most on top of posting videos. I really, really do want to get back into the rhythm, but I just haven't felt the motivation quite. There's sort of this like wall that I hit when I'm like, man, I should record something. I also sometimes run out of ideas, and I try to think of new ones. I try my best not to rehash old stuff, but it's not exactly the worst thing. Like each mouth sound video is technically unique. Like, I don't want to do like mouth sound video, mouth sound video, mouth sound video, but I think like it's okay to do multiple mouth sound videos because each video is unique in its own regard. But I try to, keep a variety. And so, I've been trying to come up with some new ideas. Maybe I haven't been the best at it. And then also when my brain goes like, oh, I should probably record, sometimes I'm just like, I don't really feel like it. And that oftentimes is the issue I run into, where I know I should record, but my brain instead is like, why don't you like play video games or something, or like watch YouTube instead, or I don't know, like just do something else. And then I'm like, it's very hard for me to sit down, and I'm a procrastinator. Unfortunately, I am a procrastinator, and I procrastinate a lot. I wish I didn't, but it has kind of always been a habit of mine since college even, where in college I would like be studying for finals, and I would get really stressed and really bored. And whenever I would get overly stressed because like there's a final coming up like tomorrow, to deal with the stress instead of studying harder and feeling more prepared, my mind's like, let's de-stress by watching YouTube. And instead of me being like, that's a terrible idea, I go, that's a great idea. And then I watch YouTube instead of actually studying. And that was a bad habit of mine, and it's still a habit that I struggle to break. I think a little bit of it is because I need to self-motivate. Like, there isn't any external motivation. Like, with college, it was the case that if I didn't study, I would get a bad grade. My grades would be bad, and I didn't want my grades to be bad. While here, there's really no external factors pushing me to make new content, and I wish there was. I do get motivated by those external factors because I know that with those external factors, it will force me to make new content. And I don't think force is the right word. Like, I'm not saying like, oh my god, I'm absolutely miserable making new videos. I love making these videos. I think they're really fun. It's just working up the motivation to set up the mic, get everything ready, record, and then also go through the whole editing process. It's definitely time consuming. And I mean, right now I love this. Like, right now I'm really having a great time rambling. I could have probably stopped rambling like 20 minutes ago, but we're still going. So, yeah, it's, like, the recording process is awesome. The editing process can be a little tedious. I think especially on my last video I made, the 1 hour video of mouth sounds and rars, rar, 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 and different mouth sounds, and also licks. Editing that can be a little tedious because I have to watch back a whole hour of myself making goofy sounds. And that's an interesting experience, to say the least. I'm perfectly happy doing it, but I guess I would say it's not nearly as fun as recording, unfortunately. there's pros and cons to everything. Like, I can't just expect everything to be wonderful and fun. Yeah. So anyway, I think I need to create some like external factors for myself that pushes me to make new videos. Otherwise, I feel like I'm gonna fall way behind and be like, you know, like I can post like once a month or something, and I don't want to be like that. I wanna keep pushing myself forward and try to be better at what I make. And hopefully I can do that. I want to be better. Want to be better. Want to be better. Want to be better. I want to be better and improve. I do want to improve. I think it would be really nice to improve at it. I think there's a lot for me to learn. I think there is a lot for me to learn. Like the basic creativity stuff is one thing. Like I know I can write okay and stuff like that whenever I need to make a script, but actual editing of videos, audio editing, and then also like trying to push things forward and be creative in different ways. Like, I don't know, at some point, like I think it would be cool to like record in VR chat or something. Or add visuals to my videos in some way. Like pushing into those directions is something I need to do at some point, and I really want to do, but you know, it'll take time. We'll figure stuff out. But for now, at least we have a new video. At least I motivated myself to make this one, and I'm really happy about that. So I appreciate you all taking the time to watch my silly little ramble. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you have a wonderful night.